Well, Paul, earlier you touched on urbanization as one of the causes
Yeah.
of flooding, and I wanted to touch on this viral post of celebrities later young, pointing to the project Monterazas, the rise of Monterazas in Cebu, as the cause of inundation in Cebu. Do you
I'm sorry,
agree?
did he say that it was the cause of the problem, or?
He pointed to it as one of the reasons why. He said, when a few people started messaging me directly how the Monterazas Cebu was indeed contributing to flooding, I realized that people must be searching the word Monterazas and they see my post, which eerily called out the problem of flooding 2 years ago.
Yeah, so he's saying he's not the problem? His project is not the problem?
Yeah, but
Is
what
it
do you
his
think of-
project?
It is his
No.
project.
Yeah, he has the condominiums, right?
Yes.
Like you're seeing on your screen.
Yes.
We actually featured him on this show a couple of years ago when he was developing this, and it looks kind of like a Banawe rice terraces sort of
Yes,
condominium.
that used to be vegetated slope in the uplands of
So that's
Cebu.
problematic.
That's problematic.
Because you need trees there.
If we don't address where the flood water or stormwater will be channeled. I mean, you can do anything so long as you address where the water will
I
go.
guess the question is, when you make a development right like that on a slope, is there an artificial or an urban planner or engineering way to address where all that water would now go since you
Yes,
built
of course.
one?
But they
is.
will assume that all the water that falls on that used to be green slope will now be gathered and be channeled into the main drainage system. So there are a lot of assumptions. One is that the drainage system below you can accept all of that water. And in a typhoon, it's a peak event. That means there's a whole lot of water that goes down in a very short time. So if that's the 100-year flood situation, which is now the normal.
Yeah.
So we have to adjust all of our standards for much bigger peak events. So all of these assumptions are wrong. So we have to step back and adjust all of the standards for drainage sizes. But of course, it's better to hold the water as much as possible on the slope. There are ways like the cisterns and the detention and retention ponds in the slopes before it gets down to the areas below your
And
slope.
trees.
Mahal ba yun,
Trees.
Paolo? I'm
Trees.
curious. Mahal ba
Yes,
yun
there is a cost. Although there is a law that requires supposedly everyone to contain their rainwater, it's never followed. The cisterns are a cost. In Naga, Mayor Lenny is enforcing that and is retrofitting government buildings so we
To have cisterns.
Yeah, to have cisterns.
The irony is Cebu is struggling with lack of water.
Yes.
And then here they get inundated in 2
Yes.
days.
We have a lot of water that falls on us, but
Yeah.
it all just goes down or
Correct.
floods everyone. It could be contained. We could detain it, retain it, and then use all of that water.
It was actually Attorney Jess Falces who pointed to that project as the
Okay.
cause of the inundation. But years back, Slater Young already clarified that they will listen to the public. They're even in the process of obtaining green building certification to prove that they're compliant with environmental standards.
I find
But-
the green
yeah.
building, it's problematic depending on which green building format you use. And often, because it's localized within the boundaries of your site, it does not take the context of the larger area into consideration.
Pwedeng yung building green.
You can-
Pero
you-
sinira niya yung paligid.
Yung
Pwede ba yung ganon?
yung
Yeah.
konteksto is different from the building. The building can be very green, but it sheds the water to everybody else. And again, they may not have been at fault because they made the assumptions which are based on standards which now have to be redone.
So kailangan ng reforms din dyan. I
We have
mean,
to, yes, we have to reformat, reset all of our standards because they don't work anymore. The 100-year floods, the minimum dimensions, pati yung standards. Of course, the standards for DPWH, most people agree that they don't follow standards. It's obvious that a lot of the work is substandard. Yeah, it's obvious.